To accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe. This is a quote by Anatole France, and this is going to be a Dreamcatcher tutorial I'm going to share with you. I've made 2 Dreamcatchers in my life, and today I'm going to show you how to make this resin and polymer clay inspired Dreamcatcher. Now the resin is totally optional, but if you guys would like to see a complete polymer clay tutorial on a Dreamcatcher, just let me know down below. So as I said, I am using a clear piece of resin, and I made these pieces from my last review on art resin and EasyCast. To start off, I'm going to be drawing my Dreamcatcher design, and I have a link down below that I follow to draw this. It's actually really simple. So the goal is pretty much to draw 2 squares perpendicular to one another, and then it's going to be kind of shaved off with a toothpick, as you will see later, to form a 16-sided polygon. So as you can see, I made my square, but I did use paint or paintbrush that was a little too thick, so I'm just scratching it away with a toothpick. Now that I've finished my first square, I am drawing yet another square perpendicular to it. As you can see, a star is already starting to form, and I'm just taking my toothpick on and off during this tutorial to scrape off any thick lines, and then we are going to scrape off the inside lines, leaving only the outsides of the star remaining. We're going to repeat this process a few times. I think I repeated this about 4 times. So as you can see, for my next set of squares, I am drawing a line in between 2 triangles. And it's a little hard to explain, so you can just watch what I'm doing, and I still will link down below the link that I follow to draw the Dreamcatcher design. So as you can see, each line separates 2 kind of triangles from the lines, and then I'm just going to draw the 2 perpendicular squares over and over, and then scratch away at the insides of the line, leaving behind only the star shape. So as you can see, this is the 3rd time that I'm doing it, and I will only do it 1 more time because that is the thickness of my paintbrush that will allow me to only make about 4 of these variations. Obviously, the more you can do, the better and more realistic it will look. So this is what I have afterwards, and now we're going to make the border of the Dreamcatcher. As you can see, the border of the Dreamcatcher is usually a corded kind of wrapping. So we're going to do the same thing with our clay, roll it into a cord like so, and then we're going to roll it to be thin enough to roll around our middle of the Dreamcatcher. Now the reason I use a resin piece is because it's clear, and most Dreamcatchers, as you may know, are clear in the middle. But of course, if you want a complete polymer clay tutorial, just let me know down below. And I'm sorry this was a little off camera when I was cutting around the edge of the clay, but as you can see, I'm adding more paint embellishments to the middle to kind of symbolize small little knickknacks or beads that you would usually find in the net of the Dreamcatcher. Now I'm using a needle tool to punch in holes, and this is where jump rings are going to go later for more decorative pieces that we're going to add. Here I have some light blue clay that I am forming into little feathers that we are also going to poke holes into so that we can add it to the Dreamcatcher. Here it is, and the next thing we're going to do is bake all 4 pieces. Once your pieces are all baked, we can finally assemble our Dreamcatcher. So what I have here are about 7 jump rings, and one of them is going to go on the top of the Dreamcatcher, but the rest will go towards the feathers. So there's 1 for each of the feathers or the leaves, whatever they may look like to you, and then we're going to add jump rings to the holes of the Dreamcatcher and attach the feathers or the wings to the Dreamcatcher, and there you have it. That is the entire tutorial. It's very simple and it's optional, but you can feel free to glaze the middle of the Dreamcatcher to give it a shine. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I would love to see if you guys recreate this design, and you can share it with me on Instagram by using the hashtag LittleSurprisesYT, and it will be featured in my next polymer clay update. Thank you guys so much again for watching.